Hey all, Viking Raven here with another top 10 metal video. This one will give you my top 10 favorite metal vocalist changes from the original vocalist of a band. Now, before this starts, Judas Priest is not on this list here because I'm going by, you've had to at least been on one album. So we all know Al Atkins was not on one studio full-length album for Judas Priest. It was all Rob Halford. So right before I get, what about Rob fucking Halford? That's the reason why. Okay, get that out of the way. So let's get this thing going at number 10. It's from Candlemass, Robert Lowe era. Yes, I know everybody will say how great. Everybody loves the Messiah Morricone era, and even the original singer who's back with the band, Johan Large. But when it comes to Candlemass for myself, I really enjoy the Robert Lowe era the most. I do love their debut album, but just something about Robert Lowe when he took over. It just added, the only Candlemass albums I listen to regularly are his era. That's why I went with him. Number 9, this will be a head scratcher right off the bat. Steve Tucker over Dave Vincent for Morbid Angel. This one will get a lot of eyes rolling, so like a lot of what the fuck. Yes, I know. Yes, I love the classic Morbid Angel era, but when Steve Tucker joined the band, for myself, it brought more of a death metal feel to the vocals. My two favorite Morbid Angel albums are Gateways to Annihilation and Formula. So that's the reason why I went with Steve Tucker. I know it's gonna be a lot of hate coming. That's fine. Number 8, from Marduk, Mortus. Okay, this was very tight between him and Legion, whose era I'm a big fan also. Holy shit. I'm going with Mortus because his vocals, they're like an instrument. They're so fucking disgusting. And honest to God, this is how much I love Legion also. When he left the band, I thought the band was done. Then they announced this new vocalist and Mortus. I thought, who the fuck is this guy here? Then I heard Plague Angel and was blown away, and I still am by his vocals. Just fucking insane. Holy shit. Number 7. Give me a second here. Peter Tognaten from Hypocrisy. Oh my God. When Peter took over the vocals after Massey Broberg, I think how you pronounce it, left for Dark Funeral. It was different, but good. Peter's vocals for myself, they have more of a fucking range, and he uses them to his advantage. His highs and lows, or his lows to highs, are just fucking incredible. Like, honest to God, man. Wow. Holy crap. Number 6. Joey Belladonna for Anthrax over Neil Turbin. As much as I like the Anthrax debut album, which I do, a lot of people don't, but I actually like that album a lot. When Joey took over, it brought the band to another level, and he is the voice of Anthrax. That is fucking period. Number 5 next. Not really a metal band, but I'm going with this one here too. Brian Johnson over at Bon Scott. This is probably another one that's going to get a lot of like, what the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Like, seriously. Yes, I am an AC/DC fan. Sorry, but I have this on this list here. Honest to God, man. You know what? I just enjoy the actually Brian Johnson era a lot more. The Bon Scott era for myself, I do like songs and only 2 full-length albums. I'm not going to lie. This is why I went with actually Brian Johnson. Now, a lot of people don't consider them a metal band. Whatever. I still do myself. Okay, at number 4, Matt Barlow, Iced Earth. He's the voice of Iced Earth, period. Period. That's all you need to know. Number 3, Ronnie James Dio over Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, for Black Sabbath. My 2 favorite Black Sabbath albums are Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules. I just enjoy the Ronnie James era. Even Dehumanizer, I think, is better. Just honest to God, Ronnie James Dio, one of the greatest metal vocalists of all fucking time. This is why I have him on this list. I prefer his stuff over Ozzy. Sorry, but he's the better vocalist, better range, better everything. Which leads us to number 2. Be a little bit different here. Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden over Paul Di'Anno. This is really weird for myself here, as my 2 favorite Iron Maiden albums are the first 2 albums. But you cannot honestly lie, and tell yourself that Paul Di'Anno is the better vocalist. But something about this band, when Bruce took over, he brought this band to another level. They could do more with everything. His vocals let them expand more. Just insane. Like his albums in the early 1980s with Iron Maiden are still untouchable. Fucking just one of the greatest metal vocalists, period. And like I said, he could do a lot more than Paul can. Paul Di'Anno's first 2 albums, yeah, his vocals fit for that. Like I said, my 2 favorite albums are the Maiden, so this is a little bit but you have to have Bruce Dickinson on this list here because, like I said, he brought that band to another level, and without him, do you honestly think they'd be as big as they are? Probably not. Nothing against Paul. I love his albums here, but Bruce Dickinson is the better vocalist. There's no getting away from that. Which leads us to my number 1, as you should know. Corpse Grinder over Chris Barnes and Cannibal Corpse. You should know this was going to be my number 1 here. Holy fuck. You know what? This is not a knock on Chris Barnes. I'm not going to get into this whole Barnes versus Fisher, debate, whatever, because Chris done a lot of great stuff. Those fucking Butchered and Tomb are unbelievable, legendary albums. But when George took over that band, again, he brought them to another level. He's got more fucking range with his vocals, better live performance, I find. And honestly, God, it's no shot on Barnes, whatever. But just listen to Fisher currently and Chris Barnes also currently too. For myself, that's all you need to know. So hey, these are my top 10 vocals I think are better than the fucking original singers. Let me know what you guys think. Who would you have on this list here? Let me know. Leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button. Please keep buying physical metal copies. Support the band you like nowadays. Very important. And as always, stay fucking heavy.